Hello, good morning, students. So, today we are over here with the second part of the ninth chapter, that is, Madam Writes This. And in the first session, we had seen that how the little girl is very much eager to travel in the bus, and today we will be studying over here that how she traveled and what was her experience when she traveled in the bus. Well, one spring day, the afternoon bus was just on the point of leaving the village and turning into the main highway when the small voice was heard shouting, "Stop the bus, stop the bus," and a tiny hand was raised commandingly. So, well, on a spring afternoon day, just when the bus was leaving from village to the town, a little voice heard from the backside that "Stop the bus, stop the bus." The bus slowed down to crawl, and the conductor, sticking his head out of the door, said, "Hurry then, tell whoever is to come quickly." "It's me," shouted Wale. "I am the one who has to get in." So the conductor just leaped out of the bus and is saying to the passenger that if anyone want to get into the bus, then get into the bus very fast. And suddenly a girl shouted that "It's me, and I am the one who want to get into the bus." But now the bus had to come to stop, and the conductor said, "Oh, really? Don't say no." "Yes, I am simply have to go to the town," said Wali. So the conductor is saying that the bus would come to the stop. अबे तो बस रुक जाएगी मतलब. So he is saying that I simply want to go to the town, said Wali, standing outside the bus. "And here is my money." She showed him some coins, and the girl also showed some coins to the conductor. "Okay, okay, but first you must get on the bus," said the conductor. So the conductor is saying that before handing over the money to me, the money of tickets to me, you should first get into the bus. And he, the conductor, stretched up his hand out to help the little girl. "Never mind," she said. "I can get on by myself. You don't have to help me." So the girl is saying that it's okay, I will get into the bus by myself. The conductor was jolly sort of fond of choking. "Oh, please don't be angry with me, my fine madam." As the conductor was very jolly in nature, he said to the little girl that "Please, little my madam, don't be angry on me," he said. "Here you have a seat right up in the front. Everybody move aside, please. Make a way for madam." So the conductor is saying to the little girl that in the front seat, this bench is empty, so you can just have your seat. And he is informing to the other passengers to move aside to make a way for a madam. It was a slack of time, and there were only 6 or 7 passengers in the bus. Slack of time means it was as it was afternoon time and a working day, so the number of passengers were very less. They were all looking at Wally and laughing at the conductor. Wally was overcome with shyness. Avoiding everyone's eyes, she walked quickly to an empty seat and sat down. Ignoring the other passengers' expressions, she just sat on the seat. "May we start now, madam?" the conductor asked. So the conductor is asking to the little girl that shall we start the bus? Then he blew up a whistle twice and the bus moved forward with a roar. It was a new bus, its outside painted a gleaming white with some green strips along the sides. Inside, the overhead bars shone like silver. Directly in front of Willie, above the wind shade, there was a beautiful clock. The seats were soft and luxurious. Willie devoured everything with her eyes. But when she started to look outside, she found her view cut off by canvas blank that covered the lower part of her window. So everything was beautiful. The bus was new, the seats were luxurious. But when Willie looked out at the window, she could not imagine that how beautiful the nature was. And as she was a little girl, the height was not that much, so she just had to see from the lower part of the window. So she stood up and over the blend. The bus was now going along the bank of canal. The road was very narrow. On one side there was a canal, and beyond it palm trees, grassland, distant mountains, and the blue sky. On the other side was a deep ditch, and then acres and acres of green fields. as far as the eye could see. Oh, it was all wonderful. Suddenly, she started a voice. Listen, child, said the voice. You should not stand like that. So she was very much eager to see from the window, and as she was looking out from the window, she can see a number of fields, means echoes and echoes of green fields, blue sky, and it was a deep echoes of green field. And when she was seeing all those things, suddenly a voice came from the back that you should not stand. Sit down. Sitting down, she looked to see who had spoken. It was an elderly man who had honestly been concerned of her, but she was annoyed by his attention. There is nobody who's here, whose child. So she just looked back that who has said her to sit down. So she is saying in an angry way that here is nobody, and you are, and who is the child over here? She said half haughtily, I have paid my 30 paisa like everyone else. The conductor chimed, oh sir, but this is very grown up, madam. So the rate was 30 paisa, and the girl is saying to that man that I had already paid my 30 paisa. So who are you to tell me that I cannot stand up? So the conductor is informing to the man that she is a very grown up, madam. Do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare and travel to the city all alone? कंडक्टर भी उसको बोलता है कि क्या आपको लगता है कि छोटी सी बच्ची जो है वो अकेले ही अपने पैसे भी पे कर सकती है एंड शी विल ट्रैवल ऑल अलोन टू द टाउन. Wally shot an angry glance at the conductor and said, I am not a madam, please remember that. So she is saying to the conductor that I am not a madam and you have not given me my ticket, I will remember. So Wally is saying to the conductor that you had not handed over my tickets to me. The conductor head mimicking her tone. Everyone laughed and gradually Wally too joined the laughter. The conductor punched a ticket and handed it to her. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Why should you stand when you have paid for the seat? So the conductor gave her a ticket and everybody laughed at her. And conductor is saying to the little girl that why should you stand if you had already paid 30 rupees for 30 paise for the seat? Because I want to see, she answered. So she is saying that as I want to see outside, I can stand. Conductor is saying that, but if you stand and sit, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn. That's why we want you to sit down, child. I am not a child, I tell you, said it irritably. I am 8 years old. Of course, of course. How stupid of me, 8 years. So she is saying to the conductor that I am not a child when the conductor is saying to Wali that you can sit because if the bus will make a gradual turn, it may hurt you. An elderly woman came and sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? And from the next stop, a woman came and she sat next to the girl. And she is saying that, are you all alone? She asked Wali as the bus started again. Wali found the woman absolutely repulsive. Such big holes she had in her ear lobes and such an ugly earrings in them. And she could smell the beetle nut of a woman. She was chewing and see the beetle juice that was threatening to spill over his lips, and the repulsive causing strong dislike, mimicking, copying haughtily, proudly. Oh, who could be sociable with such a person? Yes, I am traveling alone, she answered courtly, and I have got a ticket too. Yes. She is on her way to town, said the conductor, with a 30 paisa ticket. Oh, my, why don't you mind your own business, said Wale. But she laughed all the same, and conductor laughed too. But the old woman went with her driver. It's proper for such a young person to travel alone. Do you know exactly where are you going in town? What's the street? What's this house number? So the Wali was not at all happy with the company of that old lady, and she was very ugly person. She was trying to split. A bad smell was coming from her, and the conductor is saying that yes, she is all alone and she is traveling to the town all alone. So the lady who was sitting next to Wali is informing to the conductor and the Wali that did you know that in which street of the town you want to go, or what is the number of house, and everything. Oh, why don't you mind your own business? Said Vale. So the Vale is saying to the lady that why don't you mind your own business? She laughed at the same, and the conductor laughed too. But the old woman with me. So she is saying that it is not very much safe for the someone like you to travel in the bus all alone. This was the second part, and the next is third part that we will be doing tomorrow. Thank you.